Hey, welcome. I want to do a quick video for you on the all those of you who we're working with that are over 50, over 40 or 50 and starting their fitness program. Um, Number one, welcome, but secondly, we want to tell you how important it is and how thankful we are you are getting started. One of the things that happens over the aging process, and especially over age 40 or 50, is for those of us who weren't active, if you didn't play sports or if you didn't get into working out in 18, 20 years old, then what happens is about every 10 years you lose somewhere around 3 to 5% muscle mass. And obviously muscle is what burns calories and also propels your body and allows you to do the things you want to do. And so in your 20s and 30s, the body is in its youth, so it can compensate for this lack of muscle mass or the gradual loss of muscle mass. And what happens is somewhere around 40 or 50, you have to pay the piper. And what that means is you almost have to start working out, or somewhere around 40 or 50 or 55, you start experiencing some major joint problems, maybe overweight, things like that. And so it's real important to get into your routine, and so the fact you're doing it is good. However, because your body isn't used to training a fitness routine, it's going to take a few weeks to get you into that routine. So the first thing you'll do is, when you start out, you'll do a real basic routine if you're with a trainer, and the trainer is going to show you stretching and some basic exercises and maybe some weight machines. Well, no matter what you do, even just stretching, I've had clients where I taught them stretching, and then they told me they were just really out of shape. So I taught them stretching, a little bit on the bike, and then a couple machines, and that was it. Next day they were sore. And so a lot of you are going to be sore, and it's going to take 2, 3, 4 days for you to recover, because the muscles, as they get in better shape, the fibers will tear. There's some muscle damage, fiber damage, things like that, and you get muscle soreness. And it's nothing to worry about unless you're just laying in bed and you just can't move, and then you be sure you back off pretty drastically on your routine. But the main thing that you're trying to do for the first few workouts is get a baseline. And what I mean by that is everybody's different. So one person will come in and genetically be able to do 10 minutes on the bike or 10 minutes on the treadmill and do a full circuit routine. And the next person can only do maybe 3 or 4 machines and maybe 2 or 3 minutes on the bike or the treadmill. So just understand that we're trying to get a baseline for you, and the total focus right now is, once we get that baseline, then we start upping it just a little bit. We don't want to double and triple your workload, the weights. We don't want to go from 5 minutes on the treadmill to 20 minutes. We want to take it very slowly with about 10% increases per week. So that's what we're looking at. But when you first start out, you're probably going to experience muscle soreness. The best thing for that is whirlpools, hot baths, Epsom salts, aspirin or an anti-inflammatory, and that'll help you get through it. But the goal is to get through that first 2 weeks, because you got to get your body into the routine of working out. And so it'll take about 2 weeks worth to get you into that. Your body is going to thank you, because you're going to have more energy, you're going to start putting on more muscle mass, you're going to reduce the fat that's on your body, which over the years, when you reduce the muscle mass, you probably kept eating the same amount of calories and you put on fat. So there's fat over those muscles, and as you start training again, and especially if you watch your nutrition, get into a super nutrition program, you are going to lose some fat. And so you're going to feel better, have more energy, be able to do the things you want to do, and have energy afterwards. And so, and you're just going to enjoy life from here on out. You're going to have more energy and be able to enjoy life better. Your quality of life will be better when you get yourself into shape. But the first few weeks, little bit by little bit, and just, don't worry if you got a little bit sore. You just got to work through that, and be sure and tell your trainer that, hey, you're sore and you can't do as much today, and you'll get through it. It'll go away in the next couple days. But the main thing is to get through that first 2 weeks and turn this into a habit. So we will see you next video.